Welcome to My LAWPRO. This short tutorial will walk you through filing exemption applications. To begin, log into your individual profile using your Law Society number and your e-filing password. Your profile page gives you access to various My LAWPRO functions, such as transaction levy filings, reviewing your policy documents, updating your payment information, and reviewing your filing history. To file for an exemption, click here. This is the exemption application form. Before proceeding, let's take a look at a few important links on this page. On the left side of the page, you can find a link to the exemption eligibility page. Here you can find an explanation and details on each eligible reason for exemption. Returning to the exemption page, the My LAWPRO help page is accessible through this tab. Step 1 to completing the exemption application is to update any personal and contact info that may have changed since the last policy renewal. Click on the Address Change button to ensure all your personal and contact information is up to date. Remember that our preferred method of communication is email, so ensure you've provided your current and updated email address. Once you have updated all your personal information, scroll to the bottom of the page and click on the Review button. This will let you double check to make sure everything is correct. If there are no problems, scroll down and click on Submit. Remember that if you do not click on Submit, your changes will not be saved. You'll receive a confirmation number starting with the letter R when your personal information has been successfully updated. Return to the exemption application form. Now, scroll down to Part 2, which is the reason for exemption and effective date. Here, you can select which category of exemption you qualify for. If you're not sure, return to the exemption eligibility page, which can be accessed at the top of this page. Remember to give an effective date, and if you are being called to the bench, you must specify that as well. If you selected categories C, D, E, F, or G as your reason for exemption, you will also need to provide your current employer info. If you are claiming exemption C but have no current employer, please enter none as the law firm name and check the same as above in the employer/law firm address question. You're almost done. The last thing to do is to scroll to the bottom of the exemption application form and review the declaration as well as LAWPRO's statement on personal information. After you've reviewed the entire declaration, click on the Declaration button. That's the end. Now scroll to the bottom of the page and click on Review to review all your changes. You'll be taken to this page where you can review your entire completed application. Remember, you haven't actually submitted your application until you complete your review and click on the Submit button that's at the bottom of the page. If any changes need to be made, you can do so now by clicking the Revise Form button. Otherwise, let's go ahead and click on Submit. You're done. You will receive a confirmation number starting with the letter X if you've successfully completed an exemption application. Thanks again for your time.